Dee Snider made me my first cup of coffee, by the way, and that's another story.
When you were doing the video?
1983, before the video was even made. Yeah, there's a good story there if you want me to tell.
Oh, please tell.
Before the Twisted Sister video was made, Dee Snider came to stay at our house in California. The story is essentially my dad was the director of the video, and Dee had come out to help write the video and figure out what we were going to do. And he didn't have any money, or very little. I mean, I think they had some success. They did, but they were not celebrities. And so he was driving my stepmother's car and staying at our house, and we were driving down Santa Monica Boulevard in Los Angeles. And I remember distinctly that the song Missing You by John Waits was on the radio, and he was loving the song and was singing at the top of his lungs this song. And I was sitting there like, this big, hulking 6-foot-something guy, and I was 13, I think, 12 maybe. Anyway, it was really weird. And he said to me, "Do you like coffee?" And I said, "I don't like coffee. I don't really like it." He's like, "I'm going to make you coffee." I said, "Okay." So we pulled into a 7-Eleven, and he took the coffee, and I remember he poured the coffee in the cup, and he put like 6 sugars in and about half a cup of half and half. He's like, "It's got to taste like coffee ice cream." And so he handed me this thing, and it was delicious, I have to admit. And I think from that day on, I liked coffee. I just realized you had to make it as sweet and light as possible, as sweet and light as you could handle in order to really enjoy it.
And you still drink it that way?
Well, I think I've lessened the sugar and the cream, but I still do like it light and sweet. I do.
With your dad, that's what he did back then, was direct music videos, or was he also directing films?
My dad has directed a lot of music videos, something like 200 back in the day. He directed Whitesnake's most famous videos, Aerosmith with Alicia Silverstone. Those are all his videos. The Cher one where she's on the battleship, I think it's If I Could Turn Back Time. That's his. Directed a lot of concert specials and comedy specials for HBO and others. And he's still doing it. He's still making content, living in Los Angeles. And yeah, he's the Twisted Sister video was one of his first videos that he ever directed.
It's one of his first?
Yeah.
How did he get into it?
My dad has this very eclectic career, but he started with HBO back in the very early days of the station, and he helped to shape all of their music and comedy and entertainment content. And when videos came along, he was just like this guy who really understood music and film and video and TV. And so he was getting calls from record labels because they didn't have like a stable of video directors. MTV was new. And so he got called by record labels and started picking up work. And that's how it all started.
Incredible. And did he do the Still of the Night video?
Yes, he did. The Still of the Night was the first Whitesnake video that he did.
And he did that whole cycle of videos through that whole album? Incredible.
The whole Tawny Kitaen series.
Right. And so that was even a thing. I think I remember just hearing that at some point where David brought her up there, or she came to visit the set or something, and I thought the director was like, "Let's put her in." I thought I had heard something.
That's exactly right. I think they were dating each other, or I don't actually remember what the actual situation was, but I remember David Coverdale similarly at our house in Los Angeles. And I remember that I was there the first time they met to talk about working together. And I distinctly remember David Coverdale picking his nose through the whole meeting. Very strange memory. I've got strange memories growing up.
Oh, it's very kid memory. That's like a perfect, those things kind of stay in your brain forever. And did you go up to the set during that time?
Yeah, I went to one of the sets. It was not Still of the Night. It was, what was the ballad?
Like Here I Go Again, or?
No, Here I Go Again was not a ballad, but that was another one of those videos. It was, what's the third one?
Is This Love?
Is This Love? I was on that set.
Anything stand out from that?
No, I don't have any good stories from that one. I have some stories I can't tell you from some of these sets, like stuff that went on that really is a big secret, but other than that, I can't really disclose too much. I've got good stories, but there's some stories I cannot tell on this type of situation.